How's it going, everyone? Sinister here, the gamer section, back once again with another review. And today's review is Niffelheim. This game is developed by Elita Games. This game is also previously released on the PC, but now it's available on all three consoles: the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. And of course, the gameplay you see here is from the PlayStation 4. Just use an example for this review. And of course, the usual business. Break down the graphics, the gameplay, the story, and of course you get your review score at the end to say this game is worth your time or not. So basically, on to business, shall we? Basically, the premise of the game is you get certain characters. Of course, you get a Viking warrior, a Valkyrie, and a shaman. And basically, the characters that you choose, they all died in battle, but however, they didn't die an honorable death. Because usually dying an honorable death, you end up in Valhalla, but of course you end up in Niffelheim instead. And Niffelheim is basically like their version of hell. And of course, speaking of hell, it's ruled by Loki's daughter named Hel with one L. So basically the premise is you got to earn your way back to Valhalla, as I mentioned. But we're not getting too further in the story because I'm sure the players want to enjoy that, discover for themselves. So basically, we're going to move on to the graphics. And graphically, the graphics look good on here, especially for the console. I'm sure there's probably more detail on the PC, for the PC players who tried this before. Like I said, the environments and the character designs look ideal and things like that. And of course, like you get between your loading screen, you get like a little cutscene of random characters or whoever you're fighting and things like that. So, onto the gameplay, and this is where the gameplay suffers. And of course, it's like it has RPG elements. Because you basically, you got to kill animals, you got to hunt just to survive. Because you have a meter in the upper left corner. One is your health, the other is your hunger meter. So basically, you gotta keep your eye on it because, as you fight, you're gonna exert a lot of energy, and things in between. You have to take a break just to, regenerate your health. And of course, you have to hunt animals just to survive because you got to eat. And of course, you get other skills along the way. You can cut down trees just for wood, because you have certain areas, especially in the dungeons that have those set skills. You can build a kitchen, you can do alchemy, for example. So as you progress, you get to level up and things like that. As for the challenge, of course, early in the game, it's gonna be challenging because, especially if you don't know what you're doing, or if you have a certain weapon to kill certain enemies. For example, like these wolves. These wolves are powerful in the beginning, and I found myself I attacked these wolves, and of course I died. And of course, as you die, you can you come back as a spirit, and you have to find out where your dead body is. That way, you come back at full health, and you can fight the enemy that killed you previously, for example. And of course, the game's not restricted to one certain area. And of course, you can start out in an area that's full of snow. You start out in a desert. You can walk in a town. Things like that. Of course, you got basically got to grind out for items and stuff on the way because you need those items to progress the story and things like that. And now, so what score would I give this game? I give this game a 2 out of 5. A game like this will not hold my interest for long. I'm sure some people may not hold their interest long, but of course, for those who love RPGs, this game's basically geared to them. Excuse me, geared for them. That's what sort. Like I said, the graphics is good. The gameplay is just where it suffers. So that's where where the pros and cons are. It's just like I said, the pros is in the graphics, but the con is in the gameplay because that's where it suffers a little bit and things like that. So tell me what you think. Leave your comments down below. Like, subscribe. This is Sinister. Be easy.